Long enough to cover the subject and short enough to keep it interesting. Welcome to Outta My League. I'm Nick Diaz. There are very few things that last in this world. There's death, taxes, war, the New York Yankees, so on and so forth. And one of those things that last in this world, it'll never go away, is fear. Fear can last a lifetime because fear exists so you can succeed. So when I think of what made Drew Brees a legend in New Orleans, I don't think of hope. I don't think of love necessarily. I don't think of underdog. I don't even think of the word perseverance. I think of fear. Fear. And what I think about constantly is a story that I've been told from radio host Ryan Russillo and Colin Cowherd. They've told this story many times. So Cowherd and Russillo were still at ESPN in early 2010, and this was after the Saints won the Super Bowl. And Drew Brees showed up to Bristol, Connecticut at the main ESPN headquarters to do what they call a campus tour, which basically means is that Drew Brees was spending the day at ESPN headquarters to visit every single show from morning till afternoon on the network. SportsCenter, Mike and Mike, Cowherd, SVP and Russillo, so on and so forth. And Cowherd and Russillo were at the gym at ESPN. They were getting a workout in. Cowherd had just finished his show. And in walks Drew Brees. And Cowherd just kind of walks up to him and says, "Hey, Drew, don't you have to be on TV in a little bit?" Brees just looks at him and goes, I got to get a workout in. I got time for a workout. Cowherd is like, "Well, Drew, you're on in like 45 minutes, man. You got to like get dressed, make up. They have to do a mic test. Like it's a whole thing." And Brees is like, no. I got to get a workout in, man. I got to get a workout in. This was a couple of months after winning the Super Bowl and being considered the best quarterback in the NFL. A guy who, if he had announced his retirement at that moment, might have been a Hall of Famer. And all he can say is, I got to get a workout in, man. I got 45 minutes. I got to get a workout in. I just have to. Because Drew Brees remembered the fear of being called too short to play quarterback his entire life. He remembered the fear of no one giving him a scholarship in high school until the very last second. He remembered the fear of being drafted in the second round, and then a few years later having the Chargers drafting Phillip Rivers to replace Brees because, well, he just looks more like a quarterback. Brees remembered the fear of hurting his throwing shoulder in San Diego and being told by doctors, "You'll never play again. It's over." He remembered the fear of Nick Saban and the Miami Dolphins telling him, "No, you can't play for us. Sorry." He remembered the fear of driving around the 7th Ward of New Orleans and seeing the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and thinking, "Can I fix this?" In 1996, Drew Brees led his high school, Austin Westlake, to their first ever state football championship after being told it'll never happen. In 2000, he led Purdue to its first Rose Bowl since 1966 after being told, well, times have changed, it'll never happen again. And in 2009, he led the Saints to their one and only Super Bowl title. All of those teams were scared because they thought it would never happen. That's what lasts in this world, is fear. Everyone has it. It's natural, all right? It protects you. Fear keeps you alive. And Drew Brees wanted to remember the feeling of being afraid so he could make sure he would do everything in his power never to feel that fear again. I got to get a workout in. I got to get a workout in. I just have to. If it's one lesson that New Orleans, the state of Louisiana, and everyone outside of it can all take away from Drew Brees' success, it's this. Embrace fear. Because if you do, you'll find out what you truly, truly love. You'll find out what you truly love if you embrace fear. Because 15 years ago, when Drew Brees signed with the Saints, he faced the fear of never playing again, at the exact same time the city of New Orleans faced the fear of never being the same city post-Katrina. And in Drew Brees' retirement letter, he wrote this: "You told me that if I loved New Orleans, you would love me back. No truer words have ever been spoken." Those two sentences right there, those are the possibilities that can happen when you embrace fear. Thanks for listening to Out of My League. If you like what you heard, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook in the description link below.